Now, let us understand about modifying a string in Python. So what does modification means? Basically, we can convert a string into uppercase, lowercase, that is small letters. We can remove the white spaces, extra white spaces using strip function. We can replace a string with something. We can split a string into multiple different substrings, right? So there are n number of things. But conceptually, fundamentally in Python, there is a saying, there is a concept that any strings cannot be edited. Strings can't be edited. We cannot, we can update a string, but we cannot edit a string. For example, x is equal to Akshat. And if you want, you cannot make it like A, B, S, H, A, T. Basically, you cannot edit from K to B. No, you cannot do that. But what you can do is you can write another string x is equal to Python. That is possible. But editing a string is not possible, right? Updating a string is possible, but we cannot edit it. For example, if we write x is equal to ABC, and if you want, we cannot remove C from it. No, strings are immutable data type. Immutable means they are non-changeable, not changeable, unupdatable, uneditable. But yeah, we can update the string with a newer value. Currently x is ABC. Now we can make x is equal to Akshat. That is possible. Altogether it is updated to a new value, but we cannot edit it, right? So this is an immutable data type. So yeah, so this is about a modification, right? So let us see it practically. For example, if I write x is equal to Python, and if I want x of 0, okay, so first print it, it will be p. But if I want x of p equals to x, and then print x, it is giving an error. A string object does not support item assignment. It is not editable. But what we can do is we can write x is equal to Akshat, print x. It is possible. So previously x was Python, you see. Yeah. So currently x is Python, but now x is Akshat. So this is updatable, but not editable. Now we have a lot of different string functions in Python. For example, if I want x dot upper, what it will do, it will convert everything into uppercase. But there is a very important understanding which we need to have here, is the actual value of x. The actual value of x is not changed here. The actual value of x remains Akshat only originally, but it is only a temporary operation, dot upper. Yeah, but if I want to make it a permanent operation, if we want to update the value of x, x is equal to, we can write something like this. X is equal to x dot upper. So whatever the value of this operation will be, it will be updated. It will be loaded with in x. So print x, if I do it now, you will see now Akshat, x is permanently updated to capital Akshat. I hope you are able to understand. For example, y is equal to Python. This is currently in small letters, right? If I write y dot upper and print y, so you will see that the actual value of y remains the same before and after the operation. You see, before the operation it is Python, after the uppercase it is again Python only. So actual value does not change, it is just a temporary operation. If you want to change the actual value, you have to do something like this, right? So this is about uppercase. Similarly, we have lowercase function. So print x dot lower. If you do that, so everything will be converted into lowercase. Similarly, let's say we take the above string only, right? And what we can do is we can here we can do yeah. So if I do m dot title, so this is a function which will convert every first letter of every word capital. So Akshat A capital, profession P capital, is I capital, teaching T capital, right? Similarly, we have another function called capitalize. Let it be right like this. M dot capitalize. What it will do? It will make the first letter of the whole string capital. right? So similarly, we have a lot of functions. So see, if I type m dot and press tab on the keyboard, so you will see a lot of different functions in Excel, in strings in Python. Count, encode, ends with. So count will give you the count of whatever substring you want. Then we have ends with. So m dot ends with teaching. So it will be true, otherwise it will be false, right? So find, if you want to find anything, the index of any character, index is alphanumeric, is alphabetically, if is ASCII code, decimal, is digit, identity, is lowercase, is uppercase, is numeric, is title. So see, there are a lot of functions in Python, right? I'll just tell you a few important ones which we use in data science very frequently, right? So let's say m dot count. If I say count a, right? So it will tell 2. Why? Because a is here and a is here. See, there are 2 times small a is present. If I say capital A, it will be 1 only, because there is only 1 times capital A is present, right? So similarly, we have find. If I say find a, capital A, it will find capital A at 0th index. If I find a small a, it is at 4th index. Now you will see that there are multiple small a's, one is here and one is here. It will always return you the occurrence of first character, the index of first character, right? Then we have, so these are the different functions. Find. Now let's say if I want to find x, which is not present in the string, it is always return -1. This is the beauty of find function. It does not return an error if the string, or if x is not present in the string. It will give you -1. So -1 means this x is not present in that particular string, right? So this is how these functions work. Now there is a function called split, m dot split. What it will do in a split, we can just give whatever, howsoever we want to split the function, split the string. Example, let's say if I have a string like x is equal to Akshat is a data analyst, right? And if I say x dot split, so what it will do is, by default, I'm not giving anything here inside the brackets. So by default, it will split the data, split the string based on space, right? So wherever it will see the space, like here, 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 and here, right? All of these words will be separated by a space. So for example, it will convert it into a string, into a list, where the first character, first word will be Akshat, comma, second word will be is, comma, a, comma, data, comma, analyst. Let me just rub it quickly. Akshat is a data, and inside it, analyst. So why is this useful? The point is, why do we use a split function? So there are many times we have to check whether Akshat, whether the string starts with Akshat. So we have inbuilt function, but if we are not allowed to use the inbuilt function, then we can convert this list into a split function, a split, and then we can check the whether x, sorry, let's say we store it into y, assuming we store this into y is equal to x dot split, like this, right? So if I check y of 1 is equal to is, currently it is true, because the first index, so this is the 0th index of the list, this is the first index of the list, second index of the list, third index of the list, and fourth index of the list, right? So if we do this, though, this will be true, otherwise it will be false. So there are lots of applications of split just like this, correct? So it will convert the output into a list like this. So let me just show you practically. If I say m dot split, here I am giving double quotes space. Whether if I do not give it also, it will be, the result will be same, because by default the string will be split in the by space. But you can give any other character here. If you want to separate the string by dash, slash, asterisk, whatever is the common parameter in your string, you might want to split the string according to that. So that is not an issue, right? So this is about a split function. Similarly, let's say I have a string called like this, Akshat, 3-4 spaces are there, is data, again multiple spaces, and like this. So there is a function x dot strip. it will remove the white spaces in the beginning and the end. So see, in the end, after analysis, there are some extra white spaces. They are all removed here, right? So just a quick exercise for you guys, and I want you to please think about it, find the answer, and let me know in the comment section. What will be the function? How will we remove this extra white spaces? Because ideally, between Akshat and is there should be only one white space. How do we remove that? Right. So let me know your answer in the comment section by timestamp so that we can understand. Right. So this is about strip function, split function, uppercase, lowercase, count, find, and capitalize title. So there are n number of string functions. Just go through the list of string functions right here. String methods. Right. And you do not need to recall. Remember every. Just know that such a function exists. So whenever time comes or whenever the need comes, we can recall, right? So the purpose is this only. Then concatenate. So before concatenating, I will just tell you about one more concept that is called user input. Let me just tell you about user input in Python. All right. This is a very important concept in Python, which everybody must understand. So what is user input? First of all, let me just tell you one thing. Let us go to Google. Whenever we come to Google, you see this here is a search bar, and in the background highlight it is written search Google or type a URL. Similarly, when we go to WhatsApp, if you remember, whenever you open a chat, there is a search bar, there is a message box at the bottom, and it has written enter a message or something. YouTube, there is a search bar. ChatGPT, there is a search bar. So in any application, every application actually demands user input. The application will allow the user to input their text or whatever, so that the application can give the result accordingly. Let's say in Python, I want to create a program to add two numbers. How can I do that? A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6, and I can print A plus B, 11. But just think about it. This program is a very manual program. Every time we run, if I run it now, the output is 11. If I run it after 2 minutes, the output is 11. Anytime and every time, the output will be same because the input is same. Very simple. The input is same, because of which the output will always be same. But what if I want it to behave dynamically? Dynamically means I want it to behave according to the given user input. I want the user to be given a choice to enter two numbers, and then we show the result, the output, the addition of those two numbers. So how can I do that? In Python, we can take user input by a function called input. So like this, A is equal to input, enter a number. So inside double quotes, we can just put a message, whatever we want the user to be displayed. Like for example, in Google search bar, the message is search Google or type a URL. So there should be a meaningful message so that any user who is going to use your application may understand that, okay, I have to enter a number. If you want the user to enter a marks, so enter marks. If you want the user to enter their name, enter name. So just write a meaningful message so that anybody can know what to enter. So enter a number, \n is for new line. It is not mandatory though. B is equal to, again I'll just copy it, enter a number. And if I say print A and print B, see the output. When I run this program, it is asking enter a number. This is the message which we have given, and there is a box in front of me. I write A, I write 5, and enter another number, 6, enter. So it is printing 5 and 6. But if I say print A, after that I say print type of A and print type of B. So if I run it now, enter 56, 65. So you see, both of them are class string. Wait, what happened just now? We have entered the number, right? But how comes the data type string? Because this is the default behavior of this input function. default type is string. So if we want to take any integer input from the user, we have to convert it. Either we can convert it here while taking the input itself, int, like this, or we can convert it here, print type of int of b. Both of them are similar. This is just we are converting typecasting, if you remember, converting a string into number, integer, because it is possible, numerics, right? So I'm just converting the data type while entering. Here I am converting the data type after entering. So originally a will be in integer, b originally will be a string, but here I am printing the type of integer of b. I hope you understand. Originally b will be string, but it will show the data type of integer of b, right? So if I run it again, okay, we have missed a bracket, 5 4, you will see the type of a will be integer and type of integer of b will be string or integer. But if I say print type of b, what do you think will happen? Let's see, 5 6, see, string, because originally we have not converted b into integer from here. But if I do it here, let's say float, so float of this 5 6, you will see b will be 6.0, type of integer of b will be int, type of b will be float. So this is how we can take the user input from any user, right? So this is about a user input. Now let's say I want to enter the first name and last name of the user and concatenate, display the full name. So let's say x is equal to input, enter first name space, or y is equal to input, enter last name or space, print x plus y, Akshat Agrawal. What do you think will happen? Can we add two strings, x plus y? We are adding two strings. Can we add two strings? Let's see. Agrawal, enter. Yes. It did not give any error, rather it concatenated. Concatenated means joined two strings, but without a space, because we have directly given Akshat and Agrawal. If I want a space in between, what I can do is x plus double quotes plus y. See, Akshat Agrawal. So now it is Akshat, then we have added a space in between and then Agrawal. So this is how we can concatenate two strings or multiple strings in Python. This is about concatenation. Concatenation in Python is done by plus operator, right? So this is about concatenation. And the last topic in string, which is very important for us to understand, is format strings. Now, what is format strings? For example, here, this is like, okay, so let me print it something, print. If I want to say you have entered, let's say I want to print you have entered a comma b. The value of a is 5 and value of b is 6. So I want to print you have entered 5 and 6. So I can do it like this: you have entered, then space, comma, outside double quotes a, comma, in double quotes and comma b. So just try to understand this along with me. In print statement, whatever we want to print as it is will be put into double quotes. Whatever the value of the variable we want to print will be displayed after double quotes, after a comma. So this you have entered, the one which you are seeing in red characters, will be printed as it is. You have entered space. A means the value of A and B means the value of B. Example C, 5 6. So you will see you have entered 5 and 6. Right? So this is one way to print it. But another important and easy way would be format strings. Print F. Format strings start with F. Double quotes, open close. You have entered A and B. Now, if I write it like this, you will see the output. So it is entering you have entered A and B. But instead of A and B, I want the value of A and B. so that it should be displayed well to the user. So I'll just put A and B inside curly brackets like this. Like this. Now you see the difference, 6, 8. So you will see you have entered 6 and 8. So this is about the concept of format string. You can also put it into you can also put it into a variable, like let's say D is equal to this, and you can say print D. See, this is the statement which you have entered in line number 13, and this last will be the output of line number 16, D, print D, right? So this is how we can use format strings in Python. This is just another way to initialize a string, or maybe print the statement beautifully. This is important, right? So that is the purpose of format string. Just come here and maybe you can revise it a little bit, right? And that's how we can learn about strings. Now there are so many questions based on string, which we are just going to see in the mini projects. Okay, so this tutorial will not end like this only just by reading the basic concepts. We will also try to create many projects, and finally I'll try to create some full-fledged application kind of thing. And the projects are like this. Let me show you. The major idea is, while learning Python, we will also build some projects. So once you come to my channel, the Dataholics, right? And okay, of course, if you're liking the video so far, please consider liking the YouTube video and subscribing to the channel. It will definitely help us to reach a lot of people who want, not in a traditional manner, but in a practical manner, right? So in the playlist section, you will see Python projects, correct? So once you click on this playlist, you have 3 projects. And I'll tell you when to do these projects. This first project, Python password checker, this will do once we study about then Python project CSV data. This we will do once we study about file handling. And Python project restaurant ordering application, this we will do once we study about dictionaries in Python, dictionaries, conditional statements and all, right? So gradually we will do all of these mini projects. But yeah, of course, this tutorial will not end in a traditional manner. It will have a lot of hands-on exercises as well as projects. So I hope this will help you a lot. And if it actually helps you, please share this YouTube video with your friends, colleagues and all, and consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, right? So yeah, coming back to the point. So this is how we study about strings. We will see lots of exercise very soon. After strings, let us do some study about operators in Python. So what are operators? Operators and operands. Operators are like, whenever we try to perform any operation on some variables, then we study about, then these are operators. For example, A is equal to 5, 6, B is equal to 7. And when I say print, or say let's say C is equal to A plus B. What is plus? Plus is an operator which adds 2 numbers, right? So just like plus, we have different types of operators. Let us go and just read about it, and then we will do the practice here, right? So we have basically 6 to 7 types of operators in Python. Arithmetic operators, Boolean operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, membership operators, right? So arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logical operators, identity, membership, and bitwise. Of course, bitwise in data science field, I have never used it much, so I'll not spend some more time on it. But yeah, the operators like arithmetic. In arithmetic operators, we have plus to add 2 numbers, 2 or more numbers, minus to subtract numbers, multiply, asterisk to multiply 2 numbers, divide. Now in division, we have 3 options. Let me show you. If I say print, okay, let me just make A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 3, for example, and print 10 divided by 3. We can say print 10 modulus 3, and we can also say print 10 double slash 3. Now let me show you first, and let me help you understand here by a simple division in mathematics. When we divide 10 by 3, we have a quotient 3 times 9, and 9, and the remainder will be 1. So if we want to see the remainder of any division, then use the modulus symbol. If you want to see the quotient of any division, then use the double slash. And when I say 10 divided by 3, it will give you the exact division, 3333. 10 double slash 3, it will give you 3, the quotient. 10 modulus 3, it will give you the remainder 1, right? So these are the 3 different types of division operators in Python. I hope you are able to understand. Similarly, if I write 10 asterisk 3, it will give you 30 multiplied. If I say 10 double asterisk 3, what do you think will be the output? It will be 10 raised to the power 3, which is 1000, right? So A asterisk B is the multiplication. A double asterisk B is the exponential power. Let us see them practically. So first, arithmetic operators, right? So this, similarly we can say 10, yeah. So instead of 10 or 3, we can write A plus B, print A minus B or B minus A, whatever, print A multiplied by B, then print A exponential B, 10 raised to the power C. See the output. A plus B, 10 plus 3, 13. A minus B, 10 minus 3, 7. A multiplied by B, 30. A raised to the power B, 10 raised to the power 3, 1000. 10 divided by 3, exact division. Modulus 3, remainder. And double slash 3 will give you the quotient. So these are nothing but arithmetic operators in Python. Easy? Yeah, it is easy. Python assignment operator. So what are assignment? Assignment means when we are assigning the value to a variable. As simple as that. A is equal to 3, 4. What are we doing here? We are assigning value 4 to a variable A. This is nothing but assignment operator. Now we have similar multiple ways to assign assignment operators, right? We have multiple ways to assign. A is equal to, if I write A is equal to A plus 5, what do you think will happen? Print A. It will be 9. Why? Because we are adding 5 to A and then assigning it again. So this can be also written as A plus equals to 5. So this is also under assignment operator only. This is line number 4 is nothing but a shorthand to line number 2. Okay, just tell me, if I run this program again, what will be the output? Pause the video for a second, think about it and let me know in the comments. How do you do that? So A is equal to 4, A is equal to A plus 5, 4 plus 5, 9. A plus is equal to 5. So A is equal to 9 currently. 9 plus 5, 14. If you're not able to understand it, Control C and let us go to, okay, where is Python tutor? Let us understand this code visually. So see, I have pasted the code here and click visualize execution. So the line number 1 will execute A is equal to 4. There will be a variable in the memory A with the value 4. Clear? Then next line to execute will be A is equal to A plus 5. So now current value of A is 4. 4 plus 5 will be 9 and assigned to A. So next, so A becomes 9 now, right? Then A is equal to A plus 5. The current value of A is 9 now. So 9 plus 5, next 14. And then when you say print A, finally it will print 14 in the console output, right? So just try to understand the execution of this program. It's very easy, right? So these are different assignment operators. See, equals to, plus equal to, minus equal to. Minus equal to means A minus equal to 5. So A is equal to A minus 5. Similarly, we have multiplied equal to, divide equal to, modulus equal to, double slash, double asterisk. All of these are very simple. I hope you understand it very well, right? So these are nothing but assignment operators in Python. Moving forward, comparison operators. Now, just tell me one thing. Let's say I have A and B. So comparison operators like A greater than B. Okay, let me just put it into a print. And then we have print A is greater than equal to B. Print A is less than B. Print A is less than equal to B. Print A equals to B, double equal to, mark it very carefully, double equal to. What are these? So whether A is greater than B or not. So always remember, while using comparison operators, the output will always be a boolean. The output can either be true or false, nothing else. When we compare two things, the output can be true or false, whether A is greater than B or not. So either it is true or false. So run this. So A is greater than B, true. A is greater than or equal to B, true. A is less than B, false. A is less than equal to B, false. A double equals to means comparison. We are comparing the value of A and B, right? So double equals to is for comparison. Single equals to is for assignment. Means double equals to is for comparison. I'm writing the comments for you. Oh, by the way, this is comment. Whenever we write anything after hashtag in Python, it is comment. It should be told in the first meeting only, but yeah. And single equals to is for assignment. This is the difference between single and equal to and double equal to, right? So this is how we, these are the comparison operators in Python. Okay, this is not equal to also. So for example, print A not equal to B. So of course, 10 and 3, they are not equal. So it will be true only. See, line number 9, the output will be true. So these are different comparison operators. Then we have membership operators. Membership operators, okay, let us cover membership first. In and not in. Means if you want to check whether a substring is present in a string or not. Example, M. So yeah, see, M is Akshat's profession is teaching. So I will say is in M means this is this which is a substring, whether it is present in M or not. So again, whether it is present in M or not, what can be the potential outputs? Again, Boolean, either true or false. True, because is present in M. If I say is double S, let's say, not present, so false. Is double I double S not in? True, because this is not present in M, so it is true. So this is about membership operator. Is in and not in. These are membership operators, correct? Similarly, then we have logical operators. Logical operators are three: and, or, not. Very simple again, very simple. Just imagine two things. Okay, let us build a logic right here and understand logical operators with an example here. Yeah, so by seeing an example, it will be better and easier to understand. So we all must have gone to school or college. Let's say the situation is the case study. The case is uh, if your marks, if you score above 75 in English and your attendance is above 80, then you are considered pass, otherwise fail. So just if we understand this use case, there are two conditions which needs to be met, which needs to be fulfilled if I want to pass any student, right? So let's say I want the user to enter their marks in English. So I will say ENG marks, and always remember the variable name should be meaningful. ENG marks will tell anybody by the name itself that it is marks in English, right? Self-explanatory. Or either I would like to take the marks in float, input, enter marks in English and space, then attendance is equal to int, yeah, 80%, 50%, something like that. Input, enter your attendance, right? And then I can say print ENG underscore marks. Okay, yeah, so we have to compare. Okay, now here the use case also requires if else. So let me just write the code for you if you are able to understand best. Otherwise, just be patient for some more time. We will definitely cover it in conditional statement, and then you will understand it very well. So the condition says if you score above 75 in English and your attendance is above 80, right? Very simple. If English marks is greater than or equal to 75. And so what is this and? This is a logical operator. And is a logical operator here. And attendance is greater than or equal to 80 colon enter. So this space will be called as indentation. This tells Python that whatever I write next after indentation will be considered inside this if statement. Correct? So if this condition is true, okay, if the candidate has a score of above 75 in English and attendance above, where is this and attendance above 80, then print pass, else print fail. So see, enter marks in English, I say 56, and attendance is above 80 though, 90, fail. But why? Because one of the criteria is not met. And that is the purpose of AND operator. Let me help you understand here. So let's say in logical operator AND, so let's say I have a table, there are two conditions. Condition is condition 1 C1, condition 2 C2, and output of AND operator. So let's say the condition 1 is true, condition 2 is true, then the output will be true. Condition 1 is false, condition 2 is true, output will be false. Condition 3, possibility 3, condition 1 is true, condition 2 is false, output will be false. And condition for possibility 4 will be condition 1 is false, condition 2 is false, the output will always be false. So basically AND operator says that if any one of the conditions we are evaluating is false, the output is false. This is about AND operator, and that is obvious as well in English also. In general English, if I say Ram and Shyam come here, so both of them will come here, right? Ram or Shyam come here, so either one of them, just like that, right? Then another operator is OR. In OR operator, we have another possibility of 4 possibilities actually. If we have 2 inputs, there are 4 possibilities. So don't focus on my writings and all. Right? So condition 1 and condition 2, the output. Condition 1 is let's say true, condition 2 is true, true, false, false, true, and false, false. So when both the conditions are true, obviously the output will be true. True and false, it will be true because at least one is true, no? True, and both of them is false, false. So OR returns false only when all the conditions are false. All the conditions are false. I hope that makes sense. And then we have NOT operator in logical operators. Not is, let's say I say not 10 is greater than 3. So ideally this is true, but not of true will be false. Right? So it will make the output opposite. If the output is true, it will make it false. If the output is false, it will make the output true. So just see the example here. Not 10 is greater than 5, false, right? So I hope you are able to understand this logic also. This will return pass only when both these conditions are true. So let's say run this again. Let's say the marks is 76 and attendance is 89. True, pass. Why? Because the first condition 76 is greater than 75, true. Attendance 89 is greater than 80, true. So both the conditions are true, and so it will come and print pass. If any of these conditions become false, it will not come into if state. It will directly jump to else. So this is about if else statement and logical operators. So there are 3 logical operators: and, or, and not. Then last we have identity operators. Apart from bitwise operator, identity operators again, like membership was in and is, not in. Identity is or not is not. So they are used to compare the objects. not by their value, but by their address in the memory location. For an example, if I write A is equal to 6 and B is equal to 7, if I say print ID of A equals to ID of B, it will be false. Why? Because the memory location of A and B are different. We can check it also now. Print ID of A, print ID of B. You will see the ID of A is like this, 6792 at the last, 6824 at the last. So both the IDs are different. The address of A and B are different. So that is why if I say print A is B, means it will not compare A and B by their value. It will compare A and B by their address. It will be false. Why? Because the address of A and B both are different. That is why identity operator returns identity operator compares by their address in the memory location. If I say print A is not B, true, because the address, their address is not same. So A is not B. The address is not same. So A is not B, true. Now, if I say A is equal to 5, B is equal to A, then print okay, let me just copy it so that we can quickly do this. Then what do you think? The ID of A and ID of B, they will be same. Because when I say A is equal to 5 and B is equal to A, means B is referring to the same object in the memory location. So of course the address will be same now. So for an example, let's say this is the memory location, right? And you defined a variable A with the value 5 and you say B is equal to A. That means this B is referring to the same object, right? So the address of A and B of course will be same now. So this is exactly what is represented here. ID of A and ID of B. See the address 6760, 6760. Both are exactly same. And hence A is B, true. Because when it compares the address of A and B, the output is true. So this is about identity operators in Python. And that's how we understand all the major useful operators in Python, right? And we will definitely do some exercise, collaborative exercises we will do, and try to understand Python in practical manner, much more practical manner, by solving some problem statements. But I hope now, till now, you are liking the video, you are able to understand the concept, and please, please do not only watch the video, do the exercises, right? You may do one thing, you can open two different tabs, and in one tab you watch the video, and another tab you practice it, or you may watch the video on your mobile phone and practice it in the laptop computer. No matter what, but please do the practice so that you can understand better. Learn by practicing, right? So that's all for this operators in Python, and next let us cover the next topic.